Good morning, Mountaineers, and anyone listening anywhere, because you can with the iHeartRadio app, Facebook Live, App TV. Take us with you wherever you go, WASUradio.com. But if you are listening this morning, good morning.
Wow.
It is 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, and you are waking up with the morning app right here with Joshua Kornmeyer, Howard Collings, Dovidas, and myself, Kristen.
What a self-plug.
What a plug.
It's not a self-plug, it's a us plug.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she's putting us in it.
That's a us plug.
I'm just saying, you know,
I mean-
if you love the morning app, you can even watch it from France.
It's okay. Morning app, nothing
It is
special.
okay.
Yeah.
It is only the morning app. Like, could you just imagine people actually
No,
tuned in from France?
If they were watching in France, they'd probably be like cussing us out right now. They'd be like, "What is this?"
Nah, so this is a great time. It's a Wednesday morning. Get into the middle of the week. We're almost there. Just a couple more days ahead, and we're going to make it. We're going to make it.
I
Tomorrow's
hope
going to be
so.
a football game, too, for Appalachian State.
That's right.
I'm
Thursday
pissed.
night.
Which
I
you
keep
can
forgetting.
Thursday night games, man. Those are interesting and exciting in themselves. I always love Thursday games, and a lot of people are just completely against them, and I don't know. I love them.
sorry, Dovey. You can listen to here on 90.5 WASU, myself and Matt Krombach and our own Braxton
Okay,
Critters on the
see,
call.
that's a self-plug.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I had to.
Look at you self-plugging.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, is it just because Fridays are the next day? Like, nobody wants to go to class the next day after, like, seeing the whole game on Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous that we're having a Thursday game.
No, man. They happen everywhere. Every college.
I'm sure they do, and
That
I
is
wouldn't be
fun.
upset if they don't disrupt our parking. But parking on campus is
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
already,
'Cause
and
you
now we can't park to go to class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs education though? I mean, we don't.
Okay, I'm here.
I'm trying to get out of classes tomorrow. I'm trying to talk to all my professors and be like, "Hey, you can't park on campus. We can't either. Just end it."
Josh, we
Like,
paid $13,000 a year almost coming here, so we all have to pay for education. We all have to be here for it.
Yeah, and
Sadly.
some of us paid $300 to put our little car on a little spot on campus, and now we can't. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's okay. It's just going to be for one day, so we'll be good to go. And then Friday will be right after. So don't worry, Kristen, we're almost there. Just hang on. Hang on a little bit
I
longer.
really don't know if I can.
well, I have some even bigger news that I'm pretty sure we all knew. Apparently, if you're sleep deprived, you might as well be drunk because apparently your body acts the exact same. Well, not the exact, but pretty close. If you are missing out on sleep than you are when you are drunk. They tested like 12 patients who were sleep deprived and anything, and their brain just doesn't compute, doesn't function, obviously as good as when you got regular sleep, but it also functioned the same way as if you were hammered.
You know what? I think that everybody's been through that stage where you're so tired, you don't know what's going on, you're loopy, you're laughing at everything. I was like, man, I'm drunk right now. but I'm literally, it's like 12 o'clock and I'm just exhausted from the day.
Well, the article made the good point of, that being sleep deprived. Okay.
Deprived.
Being sleep deprived exerts similar influence on our brain as drinking too much, yet there's no legal or medical standards existing for identifying overtired drivers. Because
Okay.
you can't, drive when you're drunk or, even
That's
slightly
true.
bit intoxicated. But if
That's
sleep
really
deprivation does the exact same thing, someone should probably test for that. Or
Yeah, I don't want to. No, I'm guilty. I'm so guilty. I'm trying to say it in a way that's good, but there's no way it's good. I have definitely fallen asleep. Not.
Oh, I do every time I get in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I get so tired, especially when I'm driving at night. I'll just fall asleep sometimes, and I'm like, well, this is really not good. I have to stay awake, so I'll blast music or roll my windows down or. That's
Doesn't
all
work.
I got.
I
No.
mean, even for me, even if I got the regular 8-9 hours a night, which I'm trying to do a lot more, I still fall asleep on a regular 5-minute car ride because I need something to do. I get bored just sitting there, even listening to music and screaming my heart out. I still get bored and I still fall asleep.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I've spent most of college sleep drunk and not actually drunk.
Because also
that's
tired,
debatable.
too. See, no, I can't fall asleep at the wheel, no matter what, even
You're-
how tired I am.
You're really good about that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, because we drove to Colorado. It was probably it was 2 o'clock in the morning in Kansas, and so it was 4 o'clock here. And also we had the daylight savings time change.
So we don't actually know what time it was, but it was the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I was out.
Yeah,
And you took
everybody
over
was
and
out.
you did a good job. I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, because Krista was the one that was going to stay with me the whole time. And then 2 hours in, she lasted for 2 hours, so I'll give her that. So thank you for those 2 hours that I needed. But she fell asleep 2 hours in, and I was by myself. Everybody was out. And so I don't fall asleep at the wheel no matter what. Even if everybody else is asleep, even if the music's not on, I just can't fall asleep at the wheel. I just have that fear, I guess, in my head, like, no, don't go to sleep.
I honestly will fall asleep in the middle of a sentence. Like, that is not an exaggeration. I will fall asleep while I'm talking to you and probably still talk to you in my sleep, but that does not mean I'm awake.
I just think I think we take sleep deprivation too lightly.
I agree.
I think there needs to be something, maybe a mandatory bedtime for all of America.
No.
What was it? The Germany quiet hours, maybe.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Like,
Put that in
like
here.
official nap time hours.
Yeah, and
That'd
it
be
also
awesome.
affects studying too. You know, one thing people always do is they'll cram work at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they're at the library. Like, yeah, I got to get the assignment done. To me, sleep is just way more important for you to do that. You can get up in the morning and get it done. If you didn't get it done at that certain time, that's your fault. You shouldn't have made
Right.
time to get it done at that time, because sleep is way more important than you staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, in my opinion.
I used to be like that too. I used to just stay up all night and get stuff done. But honestly, now that I'm getting older, I guess my thought process has changed. And I'm like, sleep is more important than, just having a horrible day the next day and not having my best work. Because I just know that, sure, I'll get it all done tonight, but I'm not going to get it done to the best of my ability. So I'm
Right.
going to bed.
Yeah, I'd rather just go to bed early and then get all that stuff done like way in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that? Like, I feel like my brain's way more recharged, and rather than just doing it all that night.
I mean, that's what I'm going to do today. I went to bed early-ish last night, and I'm like, okay, instead of taking my nice little nap that I sometimes do after the morning show, I'm going to go do homework.
Yeah.
Whether I follow
so
through with that
nice.
is,
Motivation.
Who has time to nap anymore?
I
Dedication.
definitely do. Well, I've got the new Today I Learns for this Wednesday.
yes.
And it's been a while since I've done it. I'm going to be sticking with just 3 so that because they're interesting enough to like really dive in there. And hey, okay, Howie, pick a number between 1 and 4.
Ooh.
We're to go with number 3.
Number 3. All
Number
right.
3, my lord.
This will be interesting because I know you're a sports guy, Josh. So today I learned that before whistles were introduced, hockey referees would use a cowbell. They had to switch to whistles when fans started bringing their own cowbells to disrupt the gameplay.
Oh, that's funny.
To be fair, they still bring their own whistles to disrupt the gameplay
That's
as
also
well.
true.
but
Sure, now they do that.
I feel like cowbells would be more entertaining, though.
That would have been awesome. seeing
Penalty.
that.
Of course, leave it up to the hockey fans to disrupt a game. Out of all the sports in the world, of course it's hockey.
Well, they're so passionate, so that makes sense to me.
Yeah, passionate and drunk.
Fair.
No, sleep deprived.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys like Ed Sheeran?
Love
Love
that shit.
him.
Ah.
Love Ed. Get out.
Well, so today I learned that in 2013, when Ed Sheeran's A-Team received a Grammy nomination, Elton John tried to get Ed a performance slot at the awards show, but he was told that he wasn't high profile enough. So Elton John decided to perform with him to solve the problem.
What?
And now look at Ed.
That's
you know,
a pretty-
follow your dreams.
Thanks, Elton John.
That's kind of crazy,
Shout out.
man. Elton's up there, you know. As far as a legend.
That's awesome that he said, okay, I'll just go with you. You know,
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's amazing.
Here's my favorite one. All right, today I learned that after her owner suffered a heart attack, a pig named Lulu saved her owner's life by squeezing through a doggy door, pushing open a gate, and laying in the middle of a nearby road until a motorist stopped and followed the pig back to the house.
What?
Pigs are smart.
Loyalty.
Pass it
Loyal.
on.
That's like super bacon. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no. Oh, no. But
That's the best pig in the world, though.
I can't believe someone stopped, though. Like, I don't know, pig laying in the middle of the road. I'm not sure
Well,
I'd
that's
stop. I'd go
weird.
around it.
I would be confused.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's funny that it's a motorcyclist that did that because he could just swerve around him easier
Yeah.
than a car. But he
Yeah.
said, "No, let me get this pig."
Or
Let
he
me
coulda
follow
gets
this
home.
pig."
Could have made
Yeah.
roadside bacon, but you know.
Oh, Josh.
But hey, look, it's all worked out because the
Oh, yeah,
pig
yeah. Happy for super bacon.
led him to safety. Coming up on the morning app, I have an article about the Twitter limit has been increased. So if you are a Twitter user, 280 characters. We got more. Mama Jonas Blue on the app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Welcome back to the Morning App. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day, and as an avid Twitter user myself, and by avid I mean I just watch what everyone else tweets, I'm kind of excited for this newest character limit thingy.
Okay, so if you don't know anything about it, if you don't use Twitter, normally what Twitter did for the life of Twitter since, I think, 2008 when it came about, they've had 140 character limits for all users. So that's all you can do is type in 140 characters, and that was it. And that's not actual words, that's actual letters and numbers.
Even spaces.
Even spaces count as a character. So it was sometimes hard to fit everything into one tweet, so people would have to do multiple tweets or do a screenshot of what they wanted to say on Twitter. But recently, Twitter started using the 20 character limit to certain Twitter users. A lot of them were celebrities and known companies, and then just some random people along the way. So they tested it out and seeing how it worked out. And as of today, they actually rolled out the 280 character limit to everybody on Twitter. So if you have something to say on Twitter, you can say it for 2 times as long.
That's twice as much.
Twice as much characters.
Man,
Twice as many
Donald's going to be happy.
So actually, I used it this morning because I saw this article when I was coming here this morning, and I was typing on Twitter. I was like, you know what? Let's see how long it can go. And it's a lot of stuff that you can say. Because I was like, oh my goodness, Twitter has a 280 character limit. I'm just going to keep typing until it runs out.
How many sentences would you say, like, on average?
That's a paragraph.
Yeah, I was going to say that's almost like some of my middle school essays. They'd be like 280 character length.
Yeah, that's probably maybe 2 paragraphs.
Wow,
actually.
that's long.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Some people do not need to say that much.
Yeah. That was the charm of Twitter, is the short,
Yeah.
But I think people complained enough, and so they were like, all right, 280's good.
Like,
I
I don't
think 200 would have
understand.
been better. Kept it at 200 because that's only 60 more. I think 200 would have been fine.
I can finally tweet my corn quotes. I haven't done it because my character limit has been stuck at too short. But
So-
now I can give the public my deep thoughts.
So now Josh can give his
They don't need
thoughts.
it.
See, now the question is, like, how is this really going to impact the Twitter landscape? Because a lot of people that have been using Twitter for years, like I've been using it since 2010, and so now that it's 280 characters, will that really change the landscape? Will people stop going to Twitter because there's too much that people are saying now?
I've never been a fan of Twitter. And I'm probably one of the only people in my, I guess, demographic that does not use Twitter. But I don't see its appeal. I don't really like it as a platform or a media in general. I'm more of an Instagram person or Facebook person. For some reason, Twitter is just like this really weird world. And I think if you don't follow the correct accounts, it's not fun. You have to follow the good accounts. And I don't know what
That's
those are.
part
And
of
I
it.
don't care to know.
Yeah, well, you can follow your own people and also like subscribe to them so you'll know whenever they tweet. So you can say, oh, okay, like CNN, for example. Like if you wanted to get the news, you can get the news updates on Twitter. And that's what I normally use it for most of the time. I get on there and just see news for sports and
That's all I do.
CNN.
That's a good point. Like, you can make Twitter whatever you want it to be. You can make it a place where you go just for memes or for news, like whatever you want. It just all depends on. That's what I like about Twitter.
But see, I have all those platforms already covered. I have my news apps, and for memes and stuff like that, I go to Instagram or Facebook. I go for cute animal videos, and then that's pretty much all Twitter's for, so I'm done. I don't really need a second platform to do so.
Twitter's a different kind of meme. Like,
Those memes on Twitter are hilarious.
Yeah, that's true. They are different, but
They're so funny because they share a lot of videos and stuff, and it's awesome.
I mean, let's be real. They're all basically the same thing. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, it's all basically the same social media type thing. And it has just a little bit of a tweak difference, so then we all go to it. I mean, we could honestly, every single person should have one social media. That's it. Either pick Facebook,
no.
Instagram, Twitter.
if I had to,
Yeah,
No, because
out of all of it, pick
Because think
one.
of all of the platforms that are technically social media: Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest.
Yeah,
all that
pick
stuff
one.
would all be included in that.
It would
You
have
know
to
how-
be Facebook for you, like the utility of it.
I'd say
Message
Twitter.
people.
That'd cut down.
I'm an Instagram person.
I do
This
Twitter.
is interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook is nice because I can connect with my family and I get invited to events local, like in the community and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I don't.
But Instagram is like this time capsule of events that happened or really cool places I've been. I don't really post stuff like that on Facebook. And so I think I would...
Some people do, though.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think Facebook's really good at doing that. I don't think it allows you to accurately post, high quality photos. They do have a compression rate that's not that great, and you just have a bunch of people on Facebook that you really don't know. And then also Instagram, you can have stories. So that's Snapchat and photo documentary in one.
Well, Facebook has stories too, and Facebook
Okay.
owns Instagram.
Yeah, but Facebook stories, nobody uses them.
That's,
that's
true.
true.
I don't use Instagram
I forgot
stories,
they had
though.
those.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's true.
Yeah.
I don't use the Instagram stories, though. I
Yeah,
never
me
look
either.
at that.
Yeah.
Either.
It's really good.
I use them,
Honestly.
like-
How's it
I know
different
people that
than
like
Snap?
it more.
It is
Yeah.
better than Snapchat.
No.
Listen, ready? Their filters are better. The photo quality is better. What you can do with it is better. And I think that their, stickers or whatever are just a little bit more modern and artsy, whereas Snapchat's really cartoony and childish to me now. I don't really use Snapchat that much anymore.
To be fair, Snapchat's really childish and cartoony. I mean,
That's what it's designed for.
Yeah,
You know.
but that's why I'm saying I like Instagram stories better because they're just a little bit more modern.
We totally forgot about LinkedIn though.
Who
the
Choose
best.
that one.
You know what? That's
Best
kind of scary
social
because
media
if I had
platform.
one social media platform, I don't want them looking at my Twitter. So I'd rather it be LinkedIn.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Start-
Twitter.
Don't go follow him.
Yeah. No, follow me, man. Follow me. I'm not gonna shout out. No plugs here, but
No.
if you see my name come up on Twitter, there's a follow button.
Oh
Should
my
hit.
God.
Just
Hey,
saying.
go
Outta
follow me,
here.
Cornflake 80.
Oh, jeez. No, Twitter's just, I don't know. It's never resonated with me.
Okay, well, along the same lines as that, I was thinking the other day, like we've all kind of adulted, we've all kind of grown up in a sense, not really, but we try. And I mean, if you could give advice to yourself a couple years ago, maybe 17, 18 years old, still in high school, I mean, what advice would you give yourself? I mean, have you learned anything about that time?
Oh, honestly, I mean, I don't want to. I mean, there's so much advice I could give myself when I was just coming out of high school, going into college. But I think, honestly, I would say I don't know how to phrase this. Don't spend time searching for guys. Like, just do
Good thing I
your
don't do
thing.
that.
Well, because when I
This
first
seems
got
so
to
much
college, I just did my own thing and I made my own friends and blah, 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 blah. And then all of my friends started getting in relationships. And so I was like, okay, I guess this is the time. I've never had a boyfriend. What do I do? And so I was like, okay, let me find somebody. And I spent so much time just worried about what other guys or trying to hang out with guys. And like, honestly, in the end, like, it'll happen. Just don't force it. Don't search for it. I think if you spend a lot of time searching for it, you're gonna think, what is wrong with me? Like, why? It's just like it's not important, especially when you're fresh into college. Enjoy the college experience.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's kind of funny because now you basically do only hang out with guys. Like, you're like, don't go searching for guys. I'm like, well, basically, most of your
Okay.
friends are guys
This
now.
is true.
Because girls have some drama. Let me tell you, that's
Hey.
another piece of advice I would give myself.
Oh,
Most of my
my.
friends are guys now. I get along better with guys. Girls and I just don't click really well. They don't like me for some reasons. So, except
It's
for there's a
okay.
few out there. There's a few of my friends.
They don't
who
like
do.
us either. It's fine.
Actually, Kristen, you bring up a good point because all throughout college, my friends from freshman year, they did not have relationships. Like my tight group, or it was just one guy that had a relationship the whole time. Other than that, nobody did. Now they're all getting into relationships, and it's like me and one other guy, we're like the only two left, and it's just like, oh, this is interesting. I don't know what to do now. So
You feel this pressure and it doesn't need to be there. Just like let life happen.
Yeah.
And if it is supposed to happen, it will happen. Just don't force it.
yeah, and it's just weird to think about. But if I had to give some advice from when I was 18, probably just don't stress about the little things because there's so many things that came up that I've always stressed about since I've been in college, and it's just like you're here for 4 years. You gotta have your own fun, make your own fun, and don't get involved in all that little stuff. So
Yeah.
Dovey.
I guess I wouldn't necessarily want to give myself advice because I feel like the more mistakes I make, the better I'll get. Like I really like the idea of
Lame.
everything I mess up with, like I look back at in the future. So it's like I guess I would encourage myself to be like, just keep doing what you're doing and don't be afraid to make those mistakes. Also, I would tell them that glory is really overrated. I'd be like, don't worry about like fame or popularity.
Yeah.
Like, just invest in like who you are and what
I
you
mean,
love.
this is
That's it.
coming from a guy who's like the top in his acapella group. So,
No,
Dovey, yeah.
you're like the top guy in your acapella group.
No.
I
It's
Because
mean,
you've reached that now.
fame and fortune has come and found you, Dovey.
But yeah, no. It's like just you're gonna be an acapella group, but like just beatbox and just hide behind the scenes. Be a part of the team because we're all in this together.
Ooh.
for all
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
It's a dance.
I really honestly don't know what advice. I mean, don't have any regrets. Go out and do literally anything and everything you want to do. I think don't be scared to go and try something. Don't be scared to go do something. Know that people that come into your life maybe aren't meant to be there and stay there in your life. That's a big one. And I think cherish family as well. I think that remember that and don't lose them.
Yeah. I definitely think, too, one thing I didn't realize when I was younger is it is not going to matter in 2 years from now, 1 year from now, So don't worry about it. But what will matter 1 year from now and will haunt you guys for the rest of your life is who is going to win Real or Fake News, coming up next on the Morning App. Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Welcome back to the Morning App. It is 8:33 in the morning. I woke up and I totally forgot that daylight savings happened.
Yeah.
And I just woke up in absolute darkness. Do you know that one song, like The Sound of Silence? I can't remember.
Darkness,
Yeah, I literally woke up and I
man.
was like, hello, darkness.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Especially at 7 o'clock in the morning, too. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Because I like having the sun before I get up, but for the weather today, it's going to be 45, and that's actually the high for today. Low of 39, and tomorrow's going to get to 50 and a low of 31. And it's going to be
Ooh.
fog all day today, so look out, it's going to be a little gloomy today.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a little gloomy
She
every
loves
day.
darkness. Chris is just a darkness girl.
I just love rain and, foggy days. They're the best, especially in fall.
Dovey, thank you for reminding me about The Sound of Silence. That can be my song for Friday.
Oh, I hate
Is that
that
your-
song.
Oh, please, no, that's
No.
not
No.
That song
Love
is
that
so
song.
bad.
It's such a great song.
No,
Hello,
it's such a
darkness?
bad song. Honestly,
Not.
there was
It is a good song, but it
Simon and Garfunkel, one of the greatest duos of all
It's a
time.
meme.
I
It
understand
is.
that, but that song is horrible.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's depressing.
There was even a remix a
Not.
few summers ago, also horrible.
It's good,
What?
but the original's better.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't like it, but it is time for real or fake news. How this works is I'm going to read 4 news headlines, and all I can tell you is the headline itself. You will determine if it is real or fake. You will get a tally for every wrong answer. It is like golf at the end of the semester. The lowest score wins.
Do you have that written out, like perfect word for word? Like,
Yeah.
Because I
Okay,
can't
I was
do
about
it.
to say, I'm like, every single week you do it pretty perfect, and then Dovey tries. He's like, yeah, if you have the most amount of
Well, 'cause-
points, you don't lose, and you end up in third. Like,
Exactly.
Because it's a weird. How do you describe what we are doing
It's like golf.
any day on the morning app? It's hard. So
Yeah. Well, here are the tallies. Josh is in the lead with only 18 points.
Yeah.
Then I'm following up in second place with 19 points. And then Howie, you have 21 points.
dang,
21,
Howie.
21.
A little bit to catch
No,
up.
that's not good.
Hey.
all right, are you guys ready for the first headline?
Yeah.
Yes.
Puppy on demand service will let you rent a dog for a week at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be real.
That's gotta be real.
Yeah, real.
100%.
No argument.
Oh wow, that was
Rent a
really
pup.
easy.
Unless
I want that to be
Unless
I mean-
it's for either a longer or shorter time. Like maybe it's a rent a pup for a day, maybe it's a rent a pup for a month. Like
Well, I mean, on campus, you can rent a dog out for a day if you're feeling down.
I'm
so.
sorry, what?
Yeah, I think that's a thing, isn't it?
it's
There's
certain
therapy
days.
dogs.
Certain days.
Certain
yeah.
days of the year, yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's something
Yeah.
risky about this business, though. Like, who do you know? Like, who's taking care of your dogs? You know that you're renting out. Like,
Well, before the ASPCA gives you the dog, anyways, they come and check your home and call the apartment and stuff like that.
Okay, so they're like certified through. Is it like?
I'm not saying that.
Through Petco, yeah.
I'm not saying
Where the
that.
healthy pets go.
I'm just saying, puppy on demand service will let you rent a dog for a week at a time.
I
It's
will-
real.
I'll say it's real.
Real news.
Wow, you guys all say real?
Yeah.
Howie,
Yeah.
you're kind of far behind. You might want to go opposite.
No, never
Okay.
Yeah,
seen
I think you should.
it. Never seen it.
Hey, that's fine.
Never seen it.
Okay, well, it is a lovely day here on the morning app because you were all wrong.
We
This is
told
fake.
you, Howie. We
Sorry.
told you.
I even
my
tried to
wife
give you
is.
that little side eye. I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to switch?"
See, no, because then you mess with us. You
I
trick
always
us.
mess with you guys. Yeah,
Wait, I'm crushed.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, but think about this. I don't know.
Why have we not done that?
Because honestly, I feel like it's a little dangerous, kind of like what Dovey did say. You never know who's going to get the dog. And that poor dog is like bouncing around from home to home. I mean, you can foster dogs from the
But that's
Humane
traumatizing
Society.
for them, yeah.
But yeah, just to have a random owner for a week at a time? Nah, not safe.
All right, fair enough.
No, I want a dog.
Hello, darkness.
My-
Back to that.
Maybe rent a puppy for an hour. Like you can take it on a walk. That'd be fun.
Or
How about a day?
Or a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a little
about a
bit
year?
better.
I love it
How
when
about a year?
they come to the library, the people with like the massive dogs. You know what are the name of the what's the name of the breed? I can't remember. It's like a mountain dog and they're super fluffy and it's like really therapeutic.
Husky
I don't know.
Saint Bernard?
No, they're huge. They're bigger than
with
that.
the barrel
Okay.
around the neck.
Those are horses.
No. It's a dog. It's like a
It's a dog.
It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
All right.
Sure.
The next
Alrighty.
news headline on Real or Fake News: new restaurant lets diners eat underwater with food served by scuba divers.
Real.
That's fake.
That would never. How can you eat underwater?
You can't.
Sushi.
You're in a bubble.
Would you like some more water?
Oh, man.
Like what else would you do?
Hey,
I'd say it's fake.
Can I have a Coke? Is water okay?
Yeah. It's
It's fake.
extra salty.
Gotta be real.
It's so fake.
No
I say
argument.
fake
Real.
because that's expensive too. Like scuba diving servers.
Yeah, how certified do you have to be? Usually they hire anyone for a waiter or waitress,
I
but
mean, maybe
now
they put you in like a little dome, like an enclosed dome. But like the thing is, if the scuba diver is bringing your food, he has to open the dome
Well, maybe
so
the,
the water will come in.
just imagine like going in and applying for the job. Okay, you want to be a waiter or waitress? Yeah. Okay, put this on. I'm sorry, what?
Because I've heard of like ice bars or ice cafes where like the whole place is like frozen inside.
Mm-hmm.
But nah.
This is real,
I'm gonna
or at
say
least
it's
I want
fake.
it to be real.
Fake.
With my week-long dog.
Okay. Josh was saying real. Dobie and Howie, you were saying fake. Josh, I'm gonna give it to you. This one is real. A Belgian restaurant called The Pearl has diners eat in an underwater pod. Food is served in sealed cases and delivered by the scuba divers, and a meal will cost you. Guess how much it'll
A
cost.
lot.
20 clams. 20 pearls.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's actually honestly cheaper than I thought. It's only $106 per person
That's pretty good.
That's
not
not,
that
too bad,
bad.
actually.
for what
I have
you're doing.
3 goober dollars from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
All right. This next headline. Bridge construction halted because of a hummingbird.
I would think maybe a woodpecker, because it like pecked its way into the building materials and you can't like move it because of that. But a hummingbird?
I'm gonna go with real.
What though?
We're staring. We're doing a little stare off.
It's like thinking stare.
I'm gonna say fake.
You get a problem with me?
I'm gonna say fake.
Okay, well I'm saying fake too.
All
I'm
right.
going real.
Glad we
Real
agree.
news.
Well then,
Stare down you
I'm
and
gonna
me.
say real then.
Oh wow!
Oh.
I'm going fake. I'm not gonna switch. I already beat you once today.
Oh!
I'm gonna say it's real.
Come on,
shade.
bring it on.
All right. Josh
I
says.
said wait, what did I say? Fake.
Yeah. What did I?
I said fake. You said real.
I said fake.
No, you
You
said
said
real.
I'm saying fake. You're saying real. Okay.
What, I'm doing the opposite of whatever.
I know. I
he's-
said fake.
Okay.
All right, so I'm saying
Fake.
it's real.
Okay.
I'm confident.
And Howie, what are you saying over there?
I'm saying it's real.
Okay, so Howie, Dovey, you say real. You are correct. I'm sorry, Josh.
Oh, I
Fine.
got one. Oh.
See, I don't have to worry because I know how he's really bad.
I can smell the salt.
So,
Actually, am I really bad? Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
so this
Yeah.
was in California. A hummingbird nest and egg forced construction to stop on a California bridge. And basically, they just had to move the nest and the hummingbird. But the bird is protected under some treaty act that you cannot have construction for a couple of weeks until the birds are hatched.
Some treaty act.
Listen, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of California says
That's
that you
so
must halt
respectful.
That's one of the most important acts we've had.
Dude, you
Shut up.
gotta be cool with the birds, man. Just let them hatch.
Birds.
All right, our last news headline. Senior citizen claims that he has seen every movie ever released in theaters. I feel like this could be Josh.
He
eventually.
claimed it, or has he seen it?
Well, it just says senior citizen claimed he's seen every movie ever released in theaters.
I wish that was me.
I would say
That's my
that's
spirit
real.
animal.
I'd say it's real because he claimed it.
That's fake.
Now, if it said that he actually watched every movie, that'd be fake, because there's no way. There's no way. So I'd say real.
That's a lot of money.
It's probably fake.
Yeah.
Unless he worked for the theaters, then it could definitely be real.
It could be possible.
I'm gonna say it's real.
Just because I'm going fake, or just because you actually think it's real?
I think it is real.
Real.
You lie. So if I switch to real, you're gonna
I'm
stick with
gonna
real.
say real.
Real.
Fine, I'm
news.
going fake.
Real
Okay, so
news.
Josh says fake, Howie
Yeah.
says
Real.
real, and Dobie.
Real.
Okay, Joshua, you're correct.
That's right, I am. And thank you for using Joshua.
You're welcome, Joshua.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry guys, this is fake. I made it up.
I could just see that. I've seen every movie ever. Like,
Yeah, I can see
like,
somebody
okay,
claiming
Grandpa.
that, like somebody
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
I'm
fair.
sad.
That's fair.
Well, up next, we have our favorite segment, relationship, and I've got one of my favorite songs right now, Light in Your Eyes.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
It is 8:47 on this Wednesday morning, and we are here with our favorite topics. Relationships.
Yeah.
Makes KK's heart warm.
Honestly,
Talking relationships.
I could talk relationships for an hour. There's just so much to discuss right now at our age.
There is.
Being single, dating with technology, dating problems.
Wait, dating with technology robots?
No. Tinder, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I love it.
Dating
relationships.
Finally.
I was watching Friends the other day, and if you haven't watched Friends, it's pretty much just a show about friends
we all end up
in
together.
New York City. And a big portion of this show, like a big theme, is like relationships in general. And so when I was watching, there's a character called Ross, and he ends up
We
getting...
all know Ross.
Ross ends up in the friend zone. And it kind of made me start to think more about it, because I don't think I've ever really been in the friend zone, but I do believe it exists. Like, how
You've
would
never
you...
been friend zoned?
No, I don't
Wow.
have
Because
friends.
Dobie's the man.
So-
You're
He's
right.
the man. He doesn't get friend zoned.
Way to swerve that one.
I
They
mean,
say
like,
friend
yeah,
zone
well,
is
I was
like,
also
ooh.
really nerdy, so like I never like, I don't know, I wasn't like trying to get girls. I was like, yo, I got to build this D&D character.
He was trying to get with technology.
It's not a great. I mean, it would be nice to be friend zoned. That's the
Really?
point I'm at. No, but what do you guys? How would you describe like the friend zone if you've been there?
The friend zone is, from a girl's perspective, when a guy or anybody coming at you is, flirting and you are not feeling it. He is your friend or she is your friend, and there is nothing they can do to get out of that friend zone to become talking or a relationship or anything like that. It is when you significantly say, hey, you are a good friend. Thank you so much. You're like a brother to me.
And that's when we all.
And that's when they
R.I.P.
retract their flirtatious vibes, and you are safe from them trying to make a move on you.
Okay, you're right. Let me rewind, though. Don't
Okay.
say brother, because the brother zone is a totally different thing. That means you have literally no shot
ever.
of
Yeah,
ever
that's
getting out of
true.
that zone. If you say, I love you like a brother, that's it.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
That is very true. Brother and friend, very different.
Yes.
Brother is,
Yeah,
there's
you're get
no, yeah. But friend zone, too, a lot of times it is really hard to get out of the friend zone. I mean, once they have said we are just friends in a very kind of side manner, to back off,
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like a little alarm, because you'll be very interested in somebody, and they're like, oh, I just want to be friends with you. And you're like, all right, I get it. And then you just back off, and you just move on to the
Beep,
next
beep. Oh,
person.
Oh, I literally just remember, I don't know how I passed mine. I've actually gotten out of the friend zone before.
Really?
I actually have. I just completely forgot about it. I'm like, oh, wait, I
You
actually
are
did.
God.
I mean, it was back in like early high school years, like maybe sophomore, freshman year of high school, asked a girl out and everything. Got friend zone completely, shattered, life fell apart, whatnot. Senior year, we ended up dating for a good, 6 or 7 months or so.
No.
Yeah. She didn't remember she friend zoned me. I'm like, do you remember this? She's like, no. I'm like, you did.
I don't. See, it's kind of weird, because there was one time I technically got out of friend zone, but this was in middle school, because I was friends with her in elementary school, and then like we just.
Does that count?
I don't know. It doesn't really count, but other than that, the girls that I've dated, I've never really been in the friend zone with them. Like, I always talked to them, and then it was interest, and then we date.
Yeah, see, it's hard, though, because a lot of relationships do start off as friends, and that is nothing like the friend zone. That is not what it is.
Yeah.
Like, my boyfriend and I started off as friends, but I wouldn't say I friend zoned him. He was never in that fence of you are friend zoned and you will never leave. I mean,
Right. I have a theory for like how you can avoid it, at least, and I don't know how true it is, but I think there's like a time
Coming
like
from a guy who's
win-
never been friend zoned.
Well, like from what I've just seen, it just makes sense to me. I think like there's a window of interest that if you miss that deadline, then it's over.
Yeah, you're falling forever.
Where it's like, because sometimes guys take too long to just be really like direct and just like pretty much tell them their interest, and then I don't know why they're looking at you guys.
Looking at the camera deep in on
this,
that.
I think this is great advice that you're giving Josh. Keep giving it to him.
Does that make sense? Like, if girls, I think girls do give like hints
Yeah.
as to whether they're interested, and if you take too long and you're too nice about it, then you're pretty much gonna miss the deadline,
done for.
and then what happens is you're pretty much you're still trying to, get them to be interested in you. So you're giving them a lot of your time and you're giving them a lot of your attention, and you're pretty much being their boyfriend without having to be their boyfriend. So they're getting all the perks of a boyfriend without having to commit to a relationship. So the best possible thing to do is just move on and then find somebody else, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely a window, but I will say this. The hints that girls give are not enough. They are not apparent. They are not very clear boys.
Thank more obvious.
My friends will come to me and they'll be like, yeah, I mean, I definitely talked to him today. He should know. And I'm like, no.
I said hi.
See, because here's the thing from my perspective. Dovey had probably the best relationship advice I've ever heard in my life. But in my instance, because I've been in that position like so many times, so like whenever I am talking to somebody new, the signs are not there for me. It has to be like clear as day signs, because if not, I'm going to think you just want to be friends. Because I've been in that position so many times, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if she's interested or not.
But also, ladies out there should not feel afraid. Like, ladies can get friend zoned too,
Yeah.
And I definitely think that they need to listen to that window and stuff like that, just what you were telling Josh and Howie. But when a girl just doesn't, I think either end, whatever, if it's a girl or a boy, doesn't matter. If they're not giving you clear, I guess, hints that they're like they want you to ask, I think you should still go for it, honestly. Even if it does mean that your friendship is going to be a little awkward in the end. Exactly. What are you going to lose? They're just going to say no, and you'll get over it eventually. You should
shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
But at least we all agree that the friend zone exists, right?
Yes.
Correct. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I had a girl tell me one time friend zone does not exist because every single guy is capable of basically shooting his shot. I'm like, yeah, you can shoot your shot all you want, but you still can get friend zoned.
Right.
I'm like, it exists.
Yeah, hey, you want to go to dinner? No.
It's a cold, dark place.
Yeah.
Or we go to dinner as friends.
No, there are some people that are highly friend zone, restricted level, VIP friend zone.
That's
and
That's the brother
get out.
That's us. That's us.
The bouncer lets you into the club early where all the friend zone people are like,
We're VIP.
You want to
They're all
drink?
waiting
No?
in line,
Okay.
right? They'll try to get in the club. They're all waiting in line like, oh, we're VIP too.
Oh,
so.
gosh. And then the music's just like, we're all in this together. It's like High School Musical. It's like,
Sad part is, though, if we all did get together, we'd still probably half of us get friend zoned by the people who have been friend zoned.
Right? Oh, man. That made my morning. That was amazing. Thank you for tuning into the Morning App. We'll be back on Friday. Taylor Ann will be in the studio. Have a good Wednesday.